Louisiana Beer Reviews All Play Hard Iced Tea Raspberry made with real brewed tea. Refreshingly fun, no carbonation. This is a malt beverage with natural flavors and caramel color, not a gluten-free product. It is produced in Waunakee, Wisconsin by State of Brewing, and it is brewed for Aldi. It's an Aldi private label. Got a good date on it. So All Play, let's see how many, they got that trademark, so let's see how many different products come from the All Play line. There's one video review for this product, at least one, but there may only be one so far, and there's only 53 check-ins on Untappd. Beer Advocate and Rate Beer won't deal with it, so they don't deal with these kind of products. So it's bubbly, but only from the act of pouring it. There's no bubbles inside of it. You can hear the squirrels up there. Yeah, it's tan because of the caramel color, and it'd be a lot lighter without that. But they're using real tea, and you can taste the bitterness from the tea in these products. Natural flavors. Somebody last night on one of our hangouts said natural flavor means artificial flavor, or equals. I said, no, I'm sorry, you're wrong. There's two different classes, and you're definitely incorrect on that. And that's a legal statement, natural flavors. It's not just a casual statement on a can or a bottle. Over the years, I've gotten into so many arguments with people about that. Usually never hostile, but you do have some fanatics out there. But they don't ever back up what they're saying. They just say, I know I'm right, look it up. That's your source, look it up. Well, I have looked it up, and I have studied it, and I know what I'm talking about. All right. Does that mean they're taking real raspberries and soaking them in the beer and the tea for weeks? No. They're probably buying natural raspberry extract from a flavoring company, and they have these companies online that I've read about. I've read their websites where that's what they do. They make natural flavorings, extracts for liquor and beer companies, and they sell it in bulk. Of course, you can go to the grocery store and buy little vials of it for your own personal usage. They'll have natural vanilla extract, and then they have artificial vanilla flavoring. Two different products. All right. It's a strong raspberry flavor. This is the strongest flavor of any of the ones I've had. The original iced tea I found was overly bitter. It was heavy on the bitter tea. It wasn't overly sweetened now, I'll give them credit on that, but it was very bitter. Okay, the half and half, you got the lemon from the lemonade. Also, but you got more sweetener there. More, because that's how lemonade is. And then the peach, there was peach flavor, and it was present. But this one is really strong on the raspberry. All right, so let's see about the bitterness. Yeah. I'll say this about the All Play. Bitterness is the forefront. It's not hop bitterness, although it's a malt beverage, so they must contain hops by law and malted barley. Whether they have corn or rice adjuncts, I don't know. They're allowed to have that. But these are characterized by being very bitter. It's like you made iced tea and you didn't put, you were supposed to put, let's say, a scoop of sugar, but you only put a third of a scoop. A third of a cup. So you got the bitterness. It's probably 4 out of 5 tea bags. The sweetness is probably 2.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. It's medium bodied, and it has a dry finish. I don't know which is the best. I think the original is the worst of the 4. It's just, like I said, too bitter. The best of the 4, maybe this one. I'll go with a higher B. I've been scoring these, B minus to maybe like an 83 B. I'll go with an 86 on this one. It's good, but it's not very good. That would be like 88 or 89. So $13.99 for the variety pack. I'm not sorry I bought it. I wouldn't buy it again. I could pay $2 or $3 more and get the twisted tea with the same 4 flavors, original, half and half, peach and raspberry. And I know that's going to be a lot better. So maybe they can get this into balance. Although you might live in a state where people don't drink really sweet tea, and you might appreciate it. You might say, oh no, I live in Wisconsin. We don't drink that old southern sugar bomb sweet tea like y'all used to. And that could be true, because around here they tend to go a little bit overboard with sweetening tea. Now my mother, she would never drink iced tea or hot tea with sweetener in it, no sugar. She'd drink hot tea with just tea, and maybe she'd put a little milk or some mint that she grew in the backyard, but no sugar. I found it terribly bitter, and I wouldn't drink it. Then she'd make, iced tea, and then we'd have to add sugar, and you could never get it to dissolve, because the tea was cold. My father, he's more a sweet tooth, but too much. His health is affected by that now, but it's just a different outlook. My mother just didn't like that. Okay. But she liked beer all right, as far as regular beer. She would, I'm talking about like maybe once or twice a month, drink a 12-ounce can of Dixie beer, which was made right there in New Orleans until Hurricane Katrina. And then a little bit after, but then that's all shut down now. But she would get a schooner glass, the child's glass, a can of Dixie beer, 12-ounce, full tab. I don't know why they bought cans versus bottles, I guess. Oh yeah, because they would go camping and my father could bring the suitcase and they're easier to transport. That's probably why. And they fit better in the fridge, they don't have the tall long neck. But anyway, and she would pour that in the chalice and drink it in the schooner. And that was it. Like I say, once or twice a month. And it may not have been that much. But I just remember she would drink New Orleans. If it was a New Orleans product, she would drink it. Louisiana tea from New Orleans. Blue Plate mayonnaise from New Orleans. Dixie beer from New Orleans. And so forth. They would definitely steer towards Louisiana produced foods, without a doubt. All right, so Laissez-les Bon Temps Relais, a good product, but no better than just good, not very good. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Waunakee, Wisconsin, and take a State of Brewing brewery tour.